Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we have the Cincinnati Bengals. We're just going in order of teams. Uh, so we're just going to do a normal rebuild, just anything goes, anything happens. So I'm going to look at salaries, and we'll decide to cut some players. We can't trade because it is week 10, and we'll simulate to the off-season probably, because we're definitely not making the playoffs. So we're at the off season. We didn't make the playoffs, of course. We went 1-15. I purposely put in a bad quarterback so that we, wouldn't win a game. Like we won one, so it's whatever. Uh, just everywhere needs to get better. The only real person that got any type of playing time was Tyler Boyd, so he had a decent year. John Ross had an okay year. Preston Brown had an okay year. I'm looking at this team, and holy shit, I didn't realize how bad it was. Of course, injuries are off. Pre-existing injuries are off. Like, Joe Mixon either needs to step up or we need to get a new running back, but that's not even our worries right now. We have plenty of people coming off uh, contract this year. A lot of these guys I don't want to bring back, though. The two biggest names is probably Andrew Billings and AJ Green, but I'm perfectly fine to let Andrew Billings walk because I just think that he might not get any offers in free agency, so I think I could sign him for cheap. AJ Green, however, I do not want to let him walk. Gonna give him a 3-year deal worth that. Yeah, he's gonna test out free agency. No, you're not. 19 mil a year. God damn it. Kind of have to tag him, don't I? Yeah. So we're gonna tag him. Bring him back for another year because then we can get rid of him next year if we really need to. We might actually get rid of him just for the fact that if we get rid of him, then we can just gonna upgrade everybody now. So we're gonna go into the off season in year 1, and I'll show you guys any negotiations I'm making. So I'm done making negotiations. These are the current players. A lot of these guys you'll see low 30s numbers on them for points. They're just 550K contracts for the years that I want. So if any of these guys sign, I'll be happy. I would be especially happy with Kendall Fuller, Marcus Peters, Tyler Eifert coming back for that amount of money. Danny Shelton would be cool. Some of the linebackers would be cool. And some depth players for 550K. If anybody signs, I'll let you guys know at the draft. So we didn't get many, but we did get a couple. I like all 4 of them. They're good, solid players for very cheap. Like Marcus Peters is going to come in and be our number 2 right away for very cheap. Like, he's the best corner we have now, in my opinion, for the price that we're paying him. Malik Collins, we needed another DT. Our second best DT at the time was like a 68. Was not having it. Ogba, good replacement piece if I really wanted to start him over Dunlap this year. And Murray is just a good role player for 550K. So with this trade, we're trading 1 pick back. So we're taking the number 1 overall pick and our 7th round pick of this year, trading it for the Falcons' first rounder, second rounder of this year, and their first rounder next year. With this pick, we are going Richard Hart out of Texas, 23 years old, strong arm. Just good overall top 3 skills and decent enough combine, so we're going with him. We need a QB. Let's hope he's good enough. 73 hidden, number 17 in the class. We took him at number 2. I'm fine with that. Hopefully he just comes in and plays. With the second round pick, I'm just going to trade both of these away. I don't see anybody I like. Either they don't have good combine scores or they just don't have good enough like top 3 skills, and that was the running back I maybe wanted to take, and he did not look that good. Best guy is Ray Hawkins right now, and he does not look great based on his combine score. All the combine scores are either really low or their top 3 skills are complete dog shit, so I'm just going to trade away. With this one, we're probably going to go with the Bears one just because it's so far the best. We're just going to go with the Bears here. And then we'll simulate to the third round. With this trade, we're sending our third rounder of this year and our sixth rounder of this year for a third of next year from the Redskins. I only have 2 more players that I kind of want to take, so I'm going to take them in the 4th and the 5th because they're not expected to go later higher than like the 6th. So with this pick, we are going Barry Henry out of Arkansas, pass protector, guard. He's top 3 in bench press. Hopefully, he's a decent overall. 71 with normal. I'll take it. I would take this QB, but I'm pretty sure one of these guys is higher in bench. Nope, okay. No, these guys are really high in bench press. I would take this QB, though, but I don't feel like trading back up into the 6th to get him. So let's just go Wyatt Hawkins out of Wisconsin, power right tackle. He's a 61. Nice. With this trade, we are sending our 7 and our 2 6s of next year for a 5th of this year from the Bears. I'm going to take that QB anyway. Mark Mixon out of Illinois, strong arm. Let's see it. 61. Oh, wow, okay. We basically drafted him at where he's supposed to be, but I thought he would be a little bit better than that. I was hoping for like a 64, 65, but whatever. He's a backup. So looking at the draft recap, we did good in the first 2 picks that we had. Barry Henry is going to come in and start right away. So is Richard Hart. These 2 guys, just good depth, I guess. We didn't have very many high overalls since we only drafted a total of 4 players, so we weren't going to get anything exceptional. But this class was what felt like really weak. Like, I think it was well balanced, but it wasn't great. As you can see, a lot of players were going in like the 2nd and like the 3rd. So after there, like, there was nobody that just like stood out really. So that's why I didn't really want to take it. With this trade, we're trading, I think it's Eric Eckerson, whatever. I don't know. Eric, I don't know. I don't fucking care anymore. For Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. With this trade, we're clearing off a bunch of cap space with getting rid of Andy Dalton and Cordy Glenn for Aldrick Rosas, Will Hernandez, and DeAndre Baker. Offensive line piece, good corner, because we're going to be trading our 3rd string corner, and then Aldrick Rosas, one of the best kickers in the game. So, look, Bobby Hart's not good, so I'm just trading him away for these 2 guys, and then we're going to take these 2 guys and probably release them if they don't have any penalties. Bobby Hart just had too high of a penalty for me to be releasing him. So, with this trade, we are also trading another big contract in John Miller, $5 million, and we're just going to trade him away straight up for a 4. So, with this trade, we're sending Sean Williams, Drake Kirkpatrick, and B.W. Webb, clearing off close to $20 million in salary, and we're bringing in Bobby Okereke and a 5th round pick from the Colts. Drake Kirkpatrick, he just didn't get any offers. Hold on, my headphones fell out. Drake Kirkpatrick didn't get like any offers from any teams that had salary cap. Like, he didn't even get a yellow for any team with salary cap. And the Colts wanted Sean Williams, and he's regressing because he's 29, and B.W. Webb's just not good. So we decided to get rid of all 3 and bring in a linebacker and a 5th round pick. So this is the team heading into Season 2, technically. Had to fill out some players like Tawan Taylor. Running backs had to fill out. Samaje Perine is going to play fullback for us. Whatever. I could start somebody over the rookie, but I don't really plan on keeping him or really any of these guys after this year, besides, some of the starters. So he's going to start. Drew Sample's going to start just for the fact that he's young and hopefully he can progress. This is the linebacking core. Defensive line, as shown, Carlos Dunlap is going to be subbing in and out because I don't really want him starting. I might start Sam Hubbard, actually, at left end, to be honest. William Jackson, Marcus Peters, DeAndre Baker, and Quincy Wilson rounds out the cornerback squad. Garner Johnson, Mackenzie Alexander, Eric Harris, Eric Murray, and Jesse Bates rounds out the safeties. Aldrick Rosas and Jason Sanders as our kicker and punter. Tight ends are long snapping, John Ross returning, and then specialists as seen here. Yeah, I think I'm going to start Sam Hubbard. I'm not 100% sure yet. Yeah, I think I'm going to. So the only change that is going to happen is Sam Hubbard's going to move to left end, and then also going to be the starter for both left end and rush left end. So see you guys at the midseason mark. AJ Green for a first. I'm not bringing him back for like 19, 20 mil again, or even like 15 mil, because he's going to drop below an 85, and I just don't think a regressing superstar X Factor wide receiver is going to have much value after this year, so just going to give him up for a first. I don't really care all that much. Another person that's going to be traded is Carlos Dunlap. If he's going to sit the bench and if he's going to cost me 12 mil, I'm going to get rid of him. I'm going to get 100 mil in cap room, and we're going to be looking like a boss. Okay, so I forgot to record it because I pushed X too many times. Carlos Dunlap, a fifth of next year, a seventh of next year, and for Jerome Baker and Preston Williams from the Dolphins. Okay, so I have a couple changes to announce. Number one, got rid of AJ Green. Just don't want to bring him back for like 20 mil next year. So Preston Williams at number 3, along with Auden Tate at number 4. Defense, Jerome Baker came in, so Preston Brown is getting moved down. I could move him to outside, but he is, I think, like 27, I'm going to say. Yeah, 27, with a pretty decently sized contract, like 6 mil. So we're just going to play him secondary, middle linebacker. Sam Hubbard's going to be our starting left end, as we did get rid of Carlos Dunlap. He just wasn't the option long term. Neither is Ogba, in my opinion. So Roy Robb's going to play the third end position on both sides. Ogba's going to play the 2 on both sides. And then basically with edge rusher, well, the ends being changed around, Sam Hubbard does become a starting rush end. So, and Jerome Baker moves up to sub linebacker 1. Other than that, I'll see you guys at the midway point. At the technical midseason mark, I stop it myself so that if I need to make any trades, I can. Pretty good upgrades. Richard Hart has 2. His dev trait is not yet exposed. I wish it were. That'd be cool if it were. He is up to a 75 overall, which is always great to see. Yeah, just one more week and then he'll have his dev trait shown. So we'll see it at playoff time. We are 2-4, not great. Weekly awards, apparently somebody did win something though. Richard Hart wins rookie. Wow, we actually had 2. William Jackson and Richard Hart both had amazing weeks. Good job for them. Congrats goes out to those guys as we beat the Tennessee Titans 31-28. Contracts. We have William Jackson, Joe Mixon, Carl Lawson, John Ross, Ryan Glasgow, Jordan Evans, and Eric Harris. I want to bring back all 4 of these guys. William Jackson, I'll give you that over 4. Cool. Joe Mixon, I'll give you a 7-year deal worth that. Nice. Carl Lawson, I'll give you a 5-year deal worth that if he signs. Nice. And then John Ross, I'll give you a 7-year deal as well. So perfect. Got all 4 guys re-signed, and we are good to go. The rest of the guys on line walk. They're either past 24 years old, or I just don't really think we'll need them after next year. So see you guys at the playoffs if we make it. Well, I'll see you guys either way because we'll do stat recap and everything. So we did not make the playoffs, as you can see. Practice players squad signed. We went 9-7, so we turned it the hell around. We won 7 of our remaining games. We'll go into schedule here and look what the hell happened. And so you guys can see I didn't force any wins. So we won our first one, lost the next 4. Then we went on a fucking win streak. We went on a 5-game win streak, lost 1, 2 games, and then, damn. If we could have won either one of these games, I think we would have made the playoffs, which really sucks because both of them were by less than 3 points. Yeah. So 3 out of our, 7 losses were by less than 3 points, right? Because those 2, that one was not. No. All but 1 and 2 games were lost by less than a score. I mean, one was by 8 points, but still. We're going to go into stats real quick. Richard Hart, great. A good year, not great. Nothing spectacular. He's a rookie. Wasn't expecting anything great. Joe Mixon had a good year. Let's go. There we go. Tyler Boyd had a good year. So did Drew Sample. John Ross was okay. Preston Williams was okay. Blocking, not great. Was expecting that from the tackle. Will Hernandez, you guys step it up, dude. Jerome Baker had an amazing year. Bobby Okereke with 8 sacks. Carl Lawson with 5. Sam Hubbard with 4. 3.5 for Geno. 2 for Jermaine. Where that our outside linebackers are getting sacks. Took the ball away a ton. Marcus Peters with 4. Jerome, DeAndre, Garner Johnson, and Quincy Wilson all with 2. Bobby Okereke and William Jackson each with 1 as well. Forced fumbles, only 1. Nice. Good job, guys. We did not pick it up, though. Blocked kicks, 1 for Jerome Baker, doing everything on the team, as well as Jesse Bates. Safeties, none. Touchdowns, none. Kicking, Aldrich Rosas was 100% from point after, and was 83 for field goals, 15 of 18, not bad. Jason Sanders, our new punter that we made, did okay. Nothing special on the return game. Give me Offensive Rookie of the Year. Come on. That's all I want. MVP goes to Mariota. Coach of the Year, we're definitely not getting that. You never win that anyway, for some reason. Offensive Player of the Year, no. Bengals. Defensive Player of the Year, we had 2 in Baker and Okereke, which is cool. Richard Hart wins Rookie of the Year. Let's go. And then Defensive Player of the Year, yeah, no, we aren't going to win like any of these. Just running through real quick, seeing if we won anything besides Rookie of the Year. 26 offense, 19th defense, 29th points scored offense, and 3rd defense. Good job. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude. And then if those guys can just develop, I'll be even happier. Let's check out some dev traits, see if anybody got upgraded beforehand. Richard Hart has Superstar X Factor. Oh my god. Did he get that? No, he must have had it. Okay. Fine with me. So Richard Hart has Superstar X Factor. We're just going to go into Strong Arm. He does have Bazooka as well, so that's cool to see. He is up to a 77 overall now. Now a 78. So we do have our QB of the future. Now he just needs to develop even more. So he has Bazooka, Lofting Deadeye, and Long Range Deadeye. Not bad. This looks like a fun team to play with, probably. We do have some Coach XP as well, some more upgrades that we can use right now. We're going to go ahead and use them. Mark Nixon also has 2. Yeah. Just going to go ahead and auto upgrade everybody. And I will see you guys at the off season. Like I said, don't want to re-sign any of these 3, so I will show you guys any negotiations I'm making during the off season. So this is free agency. I am going after Dalvin Cook. He is a Superstar X Factor. You don't see many in free agency, so I'm going after him. If anything, we can trade Joe Mixon if we run into money things. A couple guys on $550K contracts. Most of them are. After that, most of them are going to be depth pieces or people that can come in and play for a couple years for us, bridge players, whatever. Most of these guys, if they sign, they sign. If they don't, they don't. Would like Kyle Long, as he is an offensive lineman, come in and play right tackle for at least a year or so. Some depth linebackers, some corners, some tight ends, a wide receiver, and some running backs. See you guys at the draft, and I'll let you guys know who we sign. My signings include Leonard Fournette, Tyus Bowser, Kyle Long, and Ahkello Witherspoon. Mack, Seals Jones, Cook, KJ Wright, and Danny Trevathan all did not sign with the team. Except for they're going to go to a random-ass team once the next year starts, which is kind of annoying. Let's get into the draft. With this trade, we are trading the number 2 pick down. I'm okay with taking... I want an extra person rather than getting who I want more than definitely. So with this pick, we are taking a linebacker, Jamal Zimmerman, out of USC, 21, 6'1", 235, almost top 5 in every category. So we're going to take him here. 78 with hidden, drafted him at number 4. He is number 3 in the class. With this pick, we are going with a right tackle who said, Roger Goodell, fuck your combine. He's 21 years old, 313, 6'6", agile out of South Carolina. Let's go. Clay Dodge, 75, normal. He's number 13 in the class. We took him at number 12. I need a right tackle, and I didn't want to let him fall. So with this pick, we are taking an edge rusher out of Texas Tech, 22 years old, 245, 6'1", Andrew Lockley. Welcome to the team. 74, normal, ranked number 15 in the class. We took him at 15. Whatever. Hopefully this guy pays off. Jaquiz Zellner, second round safety. He's top 5. He's top 3 in every category. 21 years old, out of LSU, zone, 5'11", 203. Welcome to the team. 76, normal. We're going to play him as strong safety. Like I said, he's going to take over, and hopefully he will ball out. With this pick, we are taking Ted Fisk, LSU slot, in the second round. 71, normal. That's fine with me. Number 23, we took him at 45. With this pick, we are going to Bernard Kendricks out of Stanford, 24 years old. 72 overall, hidden, number 20 in the class. We took him at 50. Let's go. With this pick, we're taking Terrence Morgan out of Wake Forest. 72 with normal, ranked number 21 in the class. We took him at 63. With this pick, we are taking Richie Harding out of Mizzou. 73 overall, normal development, 18 in the class. We took him at 77. These are going to be the last 2 picks that I make. We're taking Calvin Vines, linebacker. 67 normal. I'll take it. He's just depth at this point. And then we're going to take this back-to-back pick here. We're going to take this offensive lineman that I want. Melvin McNeil, TCU. Not great reps on bench, so I'm kind of worried. But he is a 70 with hidden. 31 overall. We took him at 88. I mean, not 88. Yeah, I can't fucking read. 83. With this trade, we are trading the rest of our picks of this year for a second rounder of next year from the Colts. Let's go ahead and hop into the draft recap. So we started off very hot, slowly simmered down through the draft, but then again, it's expected as you're going. So first we went with Jamal Zimmerman out of USC, 77 middle linebacker, with hidden. For some reason, he's down 1 morale. I don't know why. So Jerome will probably pop outside then. Clay Dodge, starting tackle. Andrew Lockley, Jaquiz Zellner, Ted Fisk, Bernard Kendricks, Terrence Morgan, Richie Harding, Calvin Vines, and Melvin McNeil. Our lowest overall being Calvin Vines, outside backer, but that's fine with me for all I care. It's a very good draft. It's not my highest overall, like, best draft, but it's, like, up there because of how, like, much depth we got and just, like, how many starters we could potentially have over the next couple years. So I'm going to change positions and set up the depth chart, and then I'll show you guys. Okay, Billy Price for Evan Ingram, straight up. He must be in a contract here. Has to be. Billy Price, he's a bust. He's a big old bust. And one of the guards that we drafted is probably going to play center. So I didn't want him. And we needed a tight end. And I just wanted to see how, like, much more I would need to put on. And I'm glad I didn't put anything else on. So Billy Price for Evan Ingram, straight up. I was just going to plan on releasing these guys, but I didn't want to do that. Kyle Long, Roy Robb, and Giovanni Bernard all traded to the Green Bay Packers for a first-round pick. Kyle Long, after we drafted all the offensive linemen that we did, we don't really need him. I could use him as a backup, but I don't really want that. Roy Robb is out with Ty Spowers' signing and Andrew Lockley coming in from the draft. Giovanni Bernard was like our 5th running back, so I was just like, and he's going to regress. No, thank you. With this trade, we are trading Preston Preston Brown, I can't speak, Sam Hubbard, and Michael Davis for, that guard, whatever, Tarndiff, and a second round from the Chiefs. These guys are all expiring except for Davis. Davis, I think, has 1 year left from what I signed him to. And then second round pick, and then he's probably just going to get traded, to be honest. Okay, so I'm making a play for somebody. Hopefully this works. We're sending 2 2s and a 1 of next year. Well, 2 2s of this year and a 1 of this year for a top 15 pick. Hopefully this goes through after this. It does go through. Khalil Mack coming to the Cincinnati Bengals for 2 1s of this year and Dorntarf. So we used both the ones that we already had to trade up to the number 4, and we used the pick that you guys saw to trade up to number 11 in this year's draft, and then Tardif to the Bears for Mack. We got an edge rusher. Let's go. With this trade, we're sending Agba after getting Khalil Mack. We don't need him anymore. We're sending Agba for DK Metcalf. Let's go. So this is the season number 3, as well as the team. I meant to say team, and then I said season for some reason. We're starting Ted Fisk over a couple of the guys because I want to see if he can win Rookie of the Year. Leonard Fournette is going to be our number 2. Richard Hart is our quarterback. Melvin McNeil is going to start over Henry just for the fact that I think he can be a 74, 75 at the end of the year. Harding's our center. Evan Ingram, Uzma, and Drew Sample are our tight ends. Defensively, both the rookies are going to start at linebacker as well as Jerome Baker. Bobby Okereke is going to basically be second string everywhere. Terrence Morgan's going to start. Actually, we're just going to make Geno Atkins starter. Terrence Morgan's going to be number 2 trying to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, as well as Lockley, as well as Zellner. Like, we have plenty of guys. We should have, hopefully, the top 3 guys on Defensive Rookie of the Year class. Specialist, as you may expect, Lawson, Atkins, Mack. Slot corners are just as follows. I'm making Ben Kendricks our 3rd sub linebacker, hopefully to get him more snaps. If he only has star, then I'll probably move like Bobby Okereke into that spot. But as of right now, he's there. Ted Fisk is going to be slot, so he can catch more passes. I'll see you guys at the midway point. At the mid-season mark, we are 2-5. Awesome. We have 5 players that I need to bring back when I was looking at salaries. We're just going to auto-upgrade everybody. We're going to go look at and see if anybody has any adjusted. Well, if devs have been unlocked. McNeil is a star, so that's kind of a bummer, but what do you expect? Defense. Zimmerman has superstar X Factor. Oh my fucking god. Let's go. Oh, let's go, boy. Ben Kendricks has not been unlocked yet. Superstar X Factor. Run stuffer and secure tackler. Let's go. He's holding down the fort then. What a good way to start that off. Richard Hart apparently has a new ability. It is Homer. Gets in the zone easier when you play at home. Nice. I'll show you at the end. So we re-signed everybody besides Will Hernandez. Will Hernandez wants more money. We're not going to go after Uzma or any of these guys. We're just going to let everybody else walk. And we can either re-sign them in free agency or somebody else is going to come in and take their spot later. So, see you guys at the playoffs. And what a surprise. We did not make the playoffs. We went 4-11 the year that we fucking traded away our pick. We're probably a top 5 pick. Cool. What the hell happened? What happened that we are 4-11-1? Oh, that's great. Richard Hart was dog shit. Who else decided to be dog shit this year? Yeah, he was complete dog shit. Joe Mixon had an okay year. And then wide receivers did not do anything. Why the fuck is Tyler Boyd not catching balls? Sacks were off the chart as normal. Jerome Baker, Zimmerman both had good years. Khalil Mack had a good year, of course. Interceptions. Jaquiz Zellner had a good year, as well as Wilson, Peters, and Jackson all had good years. Um, blocked kicks, none. Forced fumbles, 3. Any recovered? No. Safeties, no. Touchdowns, 1 for William Jackson. Kicking, Rosas was still fantastic. Yeah, he missed 1. Wish it would tell me where he missed it from. Jason Sanders was awesome. The kick return squad was okay. Yearly awards. Looks like defense played out of their fucking minds again, but it looks like offense did not step it up. Not going to be in any of those. Offensive Player of the Year, no Bengals. Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack at 3, and that is it. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Fisks misses out by 1 to the quarterback. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year, Zamel Zimmerman, Jaquez Zellner, Terrence Morgan, and Bernard Kendricks all make the list at 1, 4, 6, and 8. 28th in offensive yards. And what a surprise, we did not make the playoffs. We went 4-11 the year that we fucking traded away our pick. We're probably a top 5 pick. Cool. What the hell happened? What happened that we are 4-11-1? Oh, that's great. Richard Hart was dog shit. Who else decided to be dog shit this year? Yeah, he was complete dog shit. Joe Mixon had an okay year. And then wide receivers did not do anything. Why the fuck is Tyler Boyd not catching balls? Sacks were off the chart as normal. Jerome Baker, Zimmerman both had good years. Khalil Mack had a good year, of course. Interceptions. Jaquiz Zellner had a good year, as well as Wilson, Peters, and Jackson all had good years. Blocked kicks, none. Forced fumbles, 3. Any recovered? No. Safeties, no. Touchdowns, 1 for William Jackson. Kicking, Rosas was still fantastic. Yeah, he missed 1. Wish it would tell me where he missed it from. Jason Sanders was awesome. The kick return squad was okay. Yearly awards. Looks like defense played out of their fucking minds again, but it looks like offense did not step it up. Not going to be in any of those. Offensive Player of the Year, no Bengals. Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack at 3, and that is it. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Fisks misses out by 1 to the quarterback. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year, Zamel Zimmerman, Jaquez Zellner, Terrence Morgan, and Bernard Kendricks all make the list at 1, 4, 6, and 8. 28th in offensive yards. Yeah, so there we are. Let's go look at defense then. And we were pretty bad on both sides. Never mind then. Yeah, just not a great year. Like 28th in both categories. So not having a great year right now. See you guys at the off season. Taking a quick look at the team. Offensive line still needs some improvement. Wide receiver, I think we can go after a guy. Ted Fisk could not develop like I wanted him to. So yeah. Wide receiver, O-line, need help. Defense does not fucking need help. I think maybe safety and D-tackle now because Geno Atkins decided to retire. I think everywhere else is okay enough. Bernard Kendricks I don't think is good enough. I think Okereke might play outside backer. Yeah. I think he's going to play next year. Jesse Bates and Jerome Baker both get upgraded to superstar. That's always great to see. So, yeah, so D-tackle. Safety, I guess, maybe. O-line, wide receiver, something around there. We have money to spend. Let's go spend some. So we're going big or going home. Offering on Schwartz, Leighton Vander Esch, Brandon Brooks, and Jason Kelsey, Richard Sherman, and a bunch of these guys down here are all getting 500K contracts. Oh, I didn't even see Dalton Schultz was getting offered. Okay. So, hopefully we can get some of these guys. See you guys at the draft, I guess. So we only got 3 guys, James Washington, Antonio Callaway, and Jason Kelsey. We're just going to be trading all our picks away in this year's draft. The depth chart is about the same as last year, just minus like 2 people because of people that we got rid of. We don't have a 4th tight end on the roster anymore, and we don't have Geno Atkins on the roster anymore. This team needs to come out and play. It does. It is talent. It does. Just need to come out and play now. At the midseason mark, we are 5-3. How the fuck are we 5-3 without like Geno Atkins this year? Whatever. We made the playoffs and got a first round bye. What the fuck? Probably didn't win any awards, so I'm not even gonna check. Richard Hart stepped it up compared to last year, at least. Decent year. Not as good as his rookie year. Joe Mixon had another good year. John Ross had an amazing year. Tyler Boyd stepped it up, as well as DK did not have a good year, as well as Evan Ingram. Blocks, sacks are down. That's always good to see. Defense, Zimmerman led the way with tackles. Sacks, a combined 33 from our ends. That's what I like to see. Terrence Morgan went off in tackles for a loss, though. Good job for him. William Jackson, Marcus Peters, Zellner each had 2 or more. Zimmerman, Baker, Vines, and Baker all had 1. Now you may think you just named Baker twice, DeAndre Baker and Jerome Baker. A grand total of 4 forced fumbles and 2 recovered. Blocked kicks, nope, 1 by Lawson. Safeties, none. Touchdowns, none. Kicking, Rosas, still incredible. He had 2 field goals blocked. Oh, damn, he had a very down year, but 2 of them were blocked. So if you take it away, he hit, 70%? So not terrible, not great. Jason Sanders still punting. 1 return touchdown for John Ross. Let's go. 100 yards and a return touchdown on punt. That's what I like to see. That is what I like to see. Here we go. So here's the rules. I don't jump in unless we're down by more than 14, or I don't jump in until it's the 4th quarter and we're down by more than a score, which means 8 points technically for me. 7-7, very slow game. Barn burner here as the Chiefs go up 14-7 at half. If they score again, then I will jump in on anything that... Okay, yep. I will jump in on anything that they need help on. So let's get it going. This is second to last year, so we need this win. I don't know how any of these players play, so... Gonna throw it to, who is that, Ingram for the first. Get up to the 27. Jesus, you guys cannot fucking pick up a first to save your life, can you? Metcalf go across the middle. Metcalf caught. First down, let's go. They're probably going to tell me to do something in the red zone. Like, can't you fucking do it? If they do, we're going to run the ball a little bit. Hopefully pick up some run blocking here. Joe Mixon just doesn't quite have the power. That was Leonard Fournette right there. That would have been a... No, let's just go something else here. I don't want to trap if they're in a free front like that. Do something quick. Damn. Well, I didn't think he was going to be a fucking retard with the ball and not throw it towards the receiver. Thought, oh, Wow, I'm just going to... Oh, they are in such a weak box right now. Come on, Mixon. There we go. Brings it within a score. Now I'm going to let the team go back to work. Come on, at least hold him to a field goal. Okay. Big game, end of drive. Well, there we go. I can't speak. I'm a fucking retard. DK Metcalf with 9 there. Gonna play some hurry up offense. So if we do make a mistake, at least then. At least Jonah Williams is there to pick it up. Oh, kill us now. He's wearing 68. No, that's Randovic. Oh. Still, that's an ugly number. Who the hell is wearing 68 on defense? That is the ugliest number on defense. I know that was a bad play by me, but I just needed to pick up that first there. Damn, I was hoping we could get at least one play off before 2 minutes, but whatever. So touchdown does put us up, though, so keep that in mind. But we do have to score a touchdown as well. Come on, Ingram. I hit you on your break. Like, I accidentally hit you instead of R1. I'm going to be completely honest. But still, you need to hold on to that ball. Like, come on. DK. He's a monster. That's picked, isn't it? Oh, thank God. You know, the one good thing about meeting the Chiefs in simulation and stuff, if you ever have to jump in, they have no defense for some reason. They have no defense because they don't have any money. That's picked. So we're in the off season, and I was looking to sign people, but then I decided to trade these two guys because we needed a little bit of extra money, and I went with this. Noah Fant for Andrew Lockley and Ted Fisk. With this trade, we're going bigger, going home. Both are Henrys and Ty Bowser for Aaron Donald. He's going to be our new DT. Anybody that can be used for like a really good something would be nice right now. With this trade, we're trading this left outside linebacker that we happen to have, Malik Collins, and a 5th round pick for Eddie Goldman. We got our D tackles, we got our D line. We just need some corners, and I think maybe an offensive lineman. Maybe. Okay, didn't expect this to go through, but William Jackson for Fletcher Cox. Never mind, Aaron Donald's playing N now. With this trade, we're sending Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and a 2nd round pick for Trey Flowers. With this trade, we're trading up to number 4 to take the guy I want. With this pick, we're taking Raheem Nolan out of Rice, 22 years old, zone, 79 hidden. Let's go. Number 1. With this trade, we're trading Ben Kendricks, a 3rd and a 4th of this year, for a 1st of this year at number 9. We're going to take a guy right now. I don't know if he's going to be that great. I just want to take him because if he is good, then good on me. But if not, then whatever. We have somebody else already on the team that's better than him. Jerome Hope out of Penn State. 74 hidden, number 11 in the class. We took him at 9. We were going to trade for the 11th pick, but we could get 9 easier. So with this pick, we're taking Oliver O'Dowd, 70 overall, normal, number 25 in the class. We took him at 59. We're going to take one more player. With this pick, we're taking Jerome Clinton, 70, normal, number 26 in the class. He wasn't the guy I had in mind. The guy I had in mind went 1 pick before me, and my picks were only 3 picks apart. That's shitty. So, draft recap, we didn't do so bad with having to trade up and stuff, but 3 depth guys and a starter right off bat. I think we can start Jerome Hope as well, but I don't know yet. Just depends, I guess. Hey guys, welcome back to the 5th, I think, season, and final season, if it is the 5th, and I'm pretty sure it is. It's an overall good team, nothing spectacular. This definitely isn't the best team I've ever built. Definitely not the worst. Switching it up to a 3-4 because we brought in Cox, Goldman, and Brandon Graham, and a couple other guys. So we're just going to switch it up to a 3-4 and hope that we can win. Jerome Hope is going to start just in case I ever want to play with this franchise. Then I can come back and use it, and he'll be getting developed as well. I didn't really mess with the depth chart. We're just going to go ahead and hop on in. I will see you guys at the midway mark. At the mid-season mark, we are 4-3, so it's not terrible, nothing great. Jerome Hope, holy shit, what the fuck? He is a superstar. Oh my god, thank you, Lord, and my Savior. Just kidding, I'm not really religious. Just going to man, get him as high overall as humanly possible. 77 overall, not bad. So I'm going to go take a look at the team after we auto-upgrade real quick. Good thing we don't have to sign anybody because Fletcher Cox is up. I'm pretty sure Aaron Donald is up. No, Fletcher Cox, Jason Kelsey, Tyler Boyd, Richard Hart, Marquise Pouncey, Brandon Graham, Marcus Peters, Gus Edwards, Corey Clement, Mo Alley, Cox, Mark Nixon, and Wyatt Hankins. The only person that we would really have to bring back is probably Fletcher Cox and probably Richard Hart. If not Fletcher Cox, we'd probably have to bring back Brandon Graham. But good thing I don't have to because I am not playing after this year. That's exactly why. So hopefully we make the playoffs. Like I said, we're 4-3. We're 2nd in the division right now. Need to make the playoffs. Let's go. We made the playoffs going 13-3, so we won out the rest of our games. I'll even show you guys that I did not force any wins or anything, or even play them, because it won't say played either. So we won our first 3, lost our next 2. 1 loss, so we were 500 at the bye week, and then we won out. We won out the season. That's what I am talking about. We're going to go check into the stats real quick, then we'll hop into the playoffs. There we go, Richard Hart. There we go. Richard Hart, amazing year. Joe Mixon, another good year. Tyler Boyd and Metcalf went off. Evan Ingram and John Ross are both there with Mixon having a good year on. Holy shit, our offensive line was terrible. But somehow we won. I don't even fucking care. Khalil Mack, Aaron Donald, Fletcher Cox, Eddie Goldman, Jerome. Just sacks all around for us. Bunch of picks for Jerome Hope. That's nice to see. Jaquist Zellner having a good year as well as Raheem Nolan, the other rookie corner. Forced fumbles, a total of 5, 3 for Donald, 2 for Mac. Recoveries, only 1 for Donald. Safeties, 1 for Mac. Touchdowns, none. Blocked kicks, none. Kicking, Rosas, good year of extra points as always. And he had 2 field goals blocked again on field goals. So this time he had 80% without the blocks, but the 2 blocks did get him down into the 70s. Another good year for Jason Sanders. Anything special on the return squad? No. Let's check out yearly awards, see if we won anything. I think Cleo Mack could have won it. Richard Hart at 5 for MVP. Coach of the Year, we did not win. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Hart at 3. No other Bengals. Defensive Player of the Year, Mack at 3. Donald at 7. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we won't have anybody. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jerome Hope and Raheem Nolan round out the top 2. Good job, guys. Joe Mixon at number 2 for running back. I didn't even check where Hart was. Hart was 3 at quarterback. Boyd was 2 at receiver. DK Metcalf at 10. Jason Kelsey, 3rd best offensive lineman, as well as Will Hernandez and Mark Pouncey, which doesn't make sense because they let up a lot of fucking sacks. Aaron Donald was the only defensive lineman that got named in the best D lineman. Khalil Mack in there at linebacker. Defensive back, Jerome Hope should be in here, but he's not. And kicker, Aldrich Rosas at 10. Cool. First in offense and 13th in defense, technically. So we were overall a top 10 team. Good job, guys. We're going to upgrade players, then we'll get into the playoffs. We'll go into each game and we'll simulate. But first, let's do some Coach XP. Quick look at the team before we hop into the playoffs, just in case we do lose, then we'll be out, of course, and we will be done with this rebuild. Defense came along really nicely, I think, especially towards the end of the year. Just an amazing team. I think Zellner should have fucking got an upgrade at some point. Even Star would have been nice for Zellner, because then he could have been at least at like an 82 by now. But whatever. Let's hop in. We're facing the Cleveland Browns. We're not going to play the full game. I just want to go into... Actually, you know what? We'll just go into moments. I'll see you guys in there. So we're in the game now. 0-0 still in the first quarter. Bengals go up 7. Then Cleveland ties it up. We go up 7 again. They answer back with a field goal. We go up 21-10. They're driving. No, they don't get anything. 28-20 now. 28-28. Come on, do not lose this. 35-28. 5 minutes left to play. 35-35. Aldrich Rosas. Okay, we're going to play defense. This is going to be kind of scary, but we're going to play defense. Why is Cox my edge rusher? What the fuck? Oh no. This is not a good start. They end up calling a timeout anyways, which makes no sense why they would hurry up to the line and then call a timeout. Like, okay. Yeah, I don't know why Cox is that guy. No, you don't need to be right there, dude. Khalil Mack with the sack. Khalil Mack gets his first sack of the game. See, I don't know why they do that. See, Madden needs to fix that shit. Because there's been a couple times where that's won me games in franchise modes. Send a late A-gap blitz. Who is that, Jerome Hope? Nope, Raheem Nolan. And that wins us the game. 38-35. Defense holds on. We just send too much pressure. Second playoff game, the AFC Championship. Indianapolis goes up first, 3-0. We answer back 7 to now it's 7-3 in the second quarter. 10-3. 17-3. Put this game away. Damn. 17-10 entering the third. We go up 20-10. Go down and answer again. Nope. 20-17 in the fourth. 20-24. We're going to hop in on third down. Third and goal. Let's punch this ball in. Joe Mixon, touchdown. 27-24 in the fourth quarter. We have to get this playoff win. We have to. We have to go out on a bang. Let's go. Come on. We stop them 27-24. We are moving on to the Super Bowl. This would be the perfect way to go out. Let's get the Super Bowl started. We go down and answer first, 7-0. We're already in the second quarter. 14-0. 14-7 now. 14-14. Our offense needs to get going again. 21-14. 21-17. 24-17. 31-17. Another touchdown probably puts this game away. 34-17. That probably does it. We are going to be Super Bowl champs. 37-17. That for sure puts it away. Good job, guys. 37-24. That will put the game away. We are Super Bowl champions. We are bringing one home for the first time to Cincinnati. Yeah. Yeah, Sean Payton. Sucks to suck, doesn't it? The Cincinnati Bengals are Super Bowl champs. Don't tell me Jared Stidham is actually their fucking QB. Is he? Or is that just their backup QB? Joe Mixon, 34 carries, 173. One touchdown. His longest was a 10-yard gain. Nice. Always great to see us ending on a bang. Good thing, because we no longer have a QB or defensive line. Is all I gotta say.